meeting. Uh, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start with our today's lecture. Last time, last time we have derived these equations to calculate the transform normal and shear stresses. Sigma x dash is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sine 2 theta. And then we derive this sigma y dash is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 minus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta minus tau x square sine 2 theta. And we also derived the shear stress, transform shear stress equation. Tau x dash y dash is equal to minus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 sine 2 theta plus tau xy cos 2 theta. So these equations we have derived for the computation of the transform normal and shear stresses. Mean to say that if your element is oriented at an angle theta, ठीक है जी, and we want to calculate the transform normal and shear stress, so we can use these expressions. Remember one thing, these expressions are function of plane stress state conditions, sigma x, sigma y, tau xy, sigma x, sigma y, tau xy, sigma x, sigma y, tau xy. So addition is this angle theta. So using any value of theta, I can calculate the transformed normal and shear stresses. So let's start with the numerical. So the state of the plane stress at a point is represented by the element shown in this figure. We are required to determine the state of the stress at the point on another element which is oriented 30 degrees clockwise from the position shown. This is the data given to us. You can see is 80 megapascals, and shear stress tau xy is given as 25 megapascals. Sigma y is given as noted here. Sigma y is positive as it is directed towards positive y direction. Sigma x is negative because it's directed towards negative x direction. 50 megapascals. Sigma is positive 50 megapascals. Now comes the shear stress in downwards. So the value of shear stress is minus 25 megapascals. Minus 25 megapascals. So this is the data. Then the question is on another element which is oriented 30 degrees clockwise. As we hear, counterclockwise rotation is positive, clockwise rotation is and see 30 degrees clockwise. So this is your x-axis and this is oriented at 30 degrees clockwise. So x dash is this. Noted here, theta will be negative here. Theta is negative. Is this point clear? Theta will be negative. If you curl your fingers with the fingers curling from x to x dash direction, your thumb will point into the plane. Your thumb will point into the plane, and into the plane is negative. Out of the plane is positive, into the plane is negative. So now we have to calculate transform normal stresses sigma x dash, sigma y dash, and tau x dash y dash. Using this form, using this data, sigma x is minus 80 megapascals, sigma y is 50 megapascals, tau xy is minus 25 megapascals, theta you have is minus 30. Theta is minus 30. So guys, please calculate these values. जी, theta is minus 30, so this delta is given. So to calculate the transform normal stress sigma x dash, you have the formula sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sine 2 theta. So please calculate transform normal stress sigma x dash and let me know the answer. Guys, can you please let me know the answer?
Minus 25.84.
Megapascals. It's the unit is stress. ठीक है जी, तो units are megapascal. It's a stress. ठीक है. Now please calculate sigma y dash and let me know the answer. Sigma y dash is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 minus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta minus tau xy sin 2 theta. So please calculate sigma y dash. जी. What's the value of sigma y dash, guys?
Sir, minus 4.15
megapascals. Okay. Now please calculate the transformed shear stress, which is minus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 sine 2 theta plus tau xy cos 2 theta. So please calculate minus 68.79 megapascals. So the transform normal and shear stress values we got as sigma x dash is minus 25.85 megapascals, sigma y dash is minus 4.15 megapascals, and transform shear stress tau x dash y dash is minus 68.79 megapascals. So this was when your element was oriented clockwise. When your element was oriented 30 degrees clockwise. ठीक है जी? Now, with the same data, sigma x minus 80 megapascals, sigma y 50 megapascals, tau xy minus 25 megapascals, and your element is oriented at counterclockwise 60 degrees counter. Okay, so this is the figure. Now you can see your set is to x-axis. ठीक है जी? And y dash axis is 60 degrees. ठीक है जी? With theta 60 degrees. Please calculate the transform normal and the shear stresses. ठीक है जी? And please let me know the answer. So let's first calculate sigma x dash.
minus 4.15
megapascals. Sigma x dash is minus 4.15 megapascal. Now please calculate sigma y dash.
सर minus 25.85
megapascals. यार आप लोग यूनिट नहीं बोलते. Units are necessary. Okay, now the transform shear stress tau x dash y dash. Transform shear stress tau x dash y dash. जी.
68.79 megapascal.
Megapascals. Okay. Now let me explain these results to you. Okay, now see this. First, take this figure. ठीक है जी, your element is oriented at 30 degrees clockwise, so minus 30 degrees. ठीक है जी. So you calculated sigma x dash about this plane. Sigma x dash about this plane कितना आया था जी? minus 25.85 megapascals. ठीक है.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर, स्लाइड्स विजिबल नहीं है.
स्लाइड तो है ही नहीं, ये फिगर है।
सर जो चीज भी
सर,
ऐसी
कुछ भी
फिनिश
नजर
हो रही है ब्लैंक है।
पता नहीं, मेरी तरफ से तो शुड बी फाइन, मैंने तो कोई चीज करनी चाहिए। I can do it again. Just a moment, please wait. Is it clear now? Visible?
yes sir.
यस सर।
Okay. So in this first case where we have oriented the element at minus 30 degrees, so sigma x dash, ठीक है जी, sigma x dash transform normal stress about x dash axis, we got you got minus 25. So about this axis you got minus 25.85 megapascals. ठीक है जी. About y dash axis is basically, you can say this angle will be 60 degrees. ठीक है जी, this angle is 60 degrees. So about the y dash axis, I got the normal stress sigma y dash as minus 25.85 megapascals. Fine जी. So this answer we got sigma x dash I got as minus 25.85 megapascals. About y dash I got sigma y dash as minus 4.15 megapascals. Fine जी. Fine. Now, when you have rotated your element 60 degrees counterclockwise, now 60 degrees counterclockwise, you can see this is your x dash axis and this is your y dash axis. Now, basically, what has happened when you have changed the rotation from 30 degrees clockwise to 60 degrees counterclockwise, basically your axes are interchanged. Your axes are interchanged. So now you can see this your y dash axis over here, it has become x dash axis. Your x dash axis here has become y dash axis here. So now you can see sigma x dash you are getting as minus 4.15. ठीक है जी. Sigma x dash you are getting as minus 4.15 megapascals, and sigma y dash over here you are also getting as minus 4.15 megapascals. So it means that the normal stress, ठीक है जी, it depends on the plane. ठीक है जी, it depends on the orientation of the plane. So whatever, whether it is x or y, over this plane you will get the same value of the normal stress. Is this point clear? Sigma x dash is minus 4.15, ठीक है जी, and here sigma y dash is minus 4.15. So both are basically at the same plane. So at the same plane, your normal stress value will remain same. Your normal stress value will remain same. ठीक है जी, it was just interchanged, that over here it was sigma y dash, over here it is sigma x dash, but at a plane which is 60 degrees counterclockwise, ठीक है जी, with reference to x, over that plane the normal stress value is same. Is this point clear?
Yes sir.
Now similarly see this sigma x dash is minus 25.85 megapascal. Sigma y dash is minus 25.85 megapascal. So if you see this, if this is 60, so this angle is 30. So at the plane which is 30 degrees clockwise from the x-axis, over that plane, ठीक है जी, over that plane, normal stress value is minus 25.85 megapascal. So it means that the value of the normal stress depends on the orientation of the plane. ठीक है जी, over the same orientation of the plane you will get the same values of the stresses. Is this point clear?
Yes sir.
ठीक है जी. So in the book basically they had asked you just to calculate the normal and the shear stresses at 30 degrees clockwise, but we have also calculated it at theta 60 degrees counterclockwise. So difference of these two angles is 90. So that's why your x dash axis and y dash axis, they are interchanged with y dash and x dash axis respectively. Fine. So you are getting basically over the same plane, you are getting the same value of the normal stress. Fine. Just to talk about the shear stress. ठीक है जी? Shear stress. In case of the shear stress, your magnitude will remain the same. However, its sign will be reversed. Its sign will be reversed. ठीक है जी? So basically, when there is 90 degrees rotation, your shear stress is magnitude remains the same, its direction is reversed. So this we can see it from the book as well. Let me open the book. So book is visible.
Yes, sir, visible.
ठीक है जी? So this was our first figure where we have element oriented at minus 30 degrees. This is our second figure where the element is oriented at theta 60 degrees counterclockwise. Fine. So you can see y dash axis is replaced with x dash axis basically. ठीक है जी? And your x dash axis is replaced with y dash axis. ठीक है जी? At the end, we have to show over values of the normal and the shear stress for both the cases. ठीक है जी? For both theta minus 30 degrees and for the second theta 60 degrees. For both these two cases, we have to show the direction and orientation of the stresses, normal stresses and the shear stresses. ठीक है जी? So this one is basically, this figure represents this one, theta minus 30 degrees. So you can see this, your sigma x is minus 25.8 megapascal negative, sigma y is minus 4.15 megapascals negative. And your shear stress in that case is positive, 68.8 megapascal. Similarly, we have to show the same on this element as well. In this case, what will happen? Normal stresses will remain same, only over shear stress, its sign will change and it will be negative. Okay, so let's start. If you have any question, please ask me. Otherwise, we will start the new topic, that is plane stress, principal stresses and maximum in plane shear stresses. Now, as you have seen in this question, you can calculate the transformed normal stresses and transformed shear stresses. But now next question is that with the variation in theta, you will get different values of normal and the shear stresses. Now our next target is to calculate the angle of inclination theta. ठीक है जी? To calculate the angle of inclination theta, so we get the maximum value of what you say, normal stresses and in plane shear stresses. ठीक है जी? We want to get the maximum values, that at what plane, at what orientation of the plane I will get the maximum value of the normal stresses and in plane shear stresses. ठीक है जी? So first we will start with principal stresses. ठीक है जी? Principal stresses, basically there are two principal stresses. One is major principal stress, other is minor principal stress, because there will be two values of the normal stresses. ठीक है जी? Let's say you have found one value of the theta. That one value of the theta will gives you the maximum normal stress or principal stress, and the other value of the theta will give you the smallest value of the normal stress. ठीक है जी, minus. So figure these equations 9.1 and 9.2. Equation 9.1 is basically over equation for the calculation of the transform normal stresses sigma x dash, and 9.2 is our equation for the calculation of the transformed shear stress tau x dash y dash. So from the equations, it can be seen that the magnitudes of the sigma x dash and tau x dash y dash depends on the angle of inclination theta of the planes on which these stresses are acting. So as we have seen that with changing value of theta, your normal and shear stress values should be changed. In engineering practice, it is often important to determine the orientation of the element that causes the normal stresses to be maximum and minimum. So now our target is to determine the value of theta, orientation of the element that will cause the normal stresses to be maximum and minimum. Maximum normal stress is your major principal stress, and minimum normal stress will be your minor principal stress, and the orientation that causes the shear stress to be maximum. ठीक है जी? And then we also want to calculate the value of theta that will give me the maximum value of the shear stress, because in our analysis we are basically interested in the maximum or the optimum values of the stresses and against which we can design the element. Okay, so in plane principal stresses, so these are basically two things: principal stresses and maximum in plane shear stresses. So now first we will start with in plane principal stresses. Okay, to determine the maximum and minimum normal stress. ठीक है जी? To determine the maximum and minimum normal stress, what actually we have to do, we have this equation. Sorry, this one. Sigma x dash is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. So now what we have to do, we have to differentiate this equation with respect to theta. We have to differentiate this equation with respect to theta, and then we have to equate it equal to 0. We will equate it equal to 0, and then we will get this expression. Guys, first try, and then I will show you how to do it. First, please take the derivative of equation 1, sigma x dash is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. ठीक है जी? And then equate it equal to 0, you must get this expression. Guys, please try, and then I will also show you how to do it. You guys, are you doing it? If not, then okay, let me explain to you how to do it. So this is our equation: sigma x dash is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. So taking the derivative of sigma x dash with respect to theta, you get this value will be eliminated because there is no theta with this component, So this will be eliminated. So next is sigma x minus sigma y over 2. Derivative of cos is minus sine. So cos to theta derivative is minus sine to theta into 2 plus tau x y. Derivative of sine is cos to theta and into the coefficient 2. So this derivative of sigma x dash with respect to theta, we are going to now simplify. So sigma x minus sigma y, these two will cancel out with this two. So sigma x minus sigma y times minus sine 2 theta plus 2 tau xy cos to theta. ठीक है जी? Everyone is okay up till this point? Any query? If it is okay, if it is clear, then I am proceeding further. Now we will equate this equation equals to 0. So so this minus sign will come out. So minus sigma x minus sigma y into sine 2 theta plus 2 xy cos 2 theta. So I will take this sigma x minus sigma y into sine 2 theta on the other side of the equation. So sigma x minus sigma y into sine 2 theta will become will be equal to 2 times tau xy cos 2 theta. ठीक है जी? So then sine 2 theta over cos 2 theta. So we will rearrange the coefficients so that we can get this sine 2 theta over cos 2 theta is equal to 2 tau xy over sigma x minus sigma y. As we know that sine 2 theta over cos 2 theta is tan 2 theta. So our expression will become tan 2 theta is equal to 2 times tau xy over sigma x minus sigma y. Guys, are you getting the same equation? So this is the same equation which was given in the book. So what the procedure is, we just have to differentiate this transform normal shear stress equation with respect to theta, and then we have to equate it equal to 0. So this is my final expression to calculate the orientation of the principal planes. Or this tan 2 theta, this will give me the orientation of the principal planes over which I will get the maximum and minimum value of the normal stresses. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please note down this derivation and then we will proceed further. This is now over equation number 4. This is your equation number 4. Tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau xy over sigma x minus sigma y. So you can see, you can note down one more thing, that we can calculate the orientation of the principal planes. Orientation of the principal planes over which we will get the maximum and minimum value of the normal stresses, principal stresses, as a function of the normal stress sigma x, sigma y, and the shear stress tau xy. These are the what you say plane stress state. Plane stress state stresses. Normal and the shear stresses. So if this is clear, then we will go back to the book. Okay. So book, is it clear? Everyone can see this? 1 second, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in plane principal stresses, to determine the maximum and minimum normal stresses, we must differentiate equation 9.1, which we have done, and with respect to theta, and then set it equal to 0. So we have equated it equal to 0. Solving this equation, we will obtain the orientation theta theta p that I'll let you know in a short while, to get the planes of maximum and minimum normal stress. This is tan 2 theta. Subscript subscript is P. P stands for the principal planes. P stands for the principal planes. ठीक है जी? So over the principal planes, I will get the maximum and minimum normal stresses. You can say the principal stresses. ठीक है जी? Now, when you will solve this equation, the solution of equation 4 has two roots or two solutions basically, theta p1 and theta p2. So when you will calculate this, you can have two values of theta p. ठीक है जी? The solution has two roots, theta p1 and theta p2. So specifically the values of 2 theta p1 and 2 theta p2, they are 180 degrees apart. ठीक है जी? The values of 2 theta p1 and 2 theta p2, they will be 180 degrees apart. So theta p1 and theta p2 will be, theta p1 and theta p2 will be 90 degrees apart. If you recall, if, let me show you one figure. Let's say this is 2 theta. So if you recall, in this quadrant, sine, cosine, sine, cosine and tangent will be positive quadrant 1 में. Sorry. ठीक है जी? In this, sine, cosine and tangent will be positive. In this quadrant number 2, let's say, only sine will be positive. In this quadrant, tan will be positive. And in this, only cos will be positive. ठीक है जी? ठीक है, so you can see if you have positive tan to theta, you will get two values of theta. One in this quadrant positive, other in this quadrant positive, and they will be 180 degrees apart. ठीक है जी? So 2 theta p1 and 2 theta p2 will be 180 degrees apart. Is this point clear? Is this point clear? So the solution has the solution of this equation has two roots, theta p1 and theta p2. Specifically, the values of 2 theta p1 and 2 theta p2, they are 180 degrees apart. ठीक है जी? So 2 theta p1 and 2 theta p2 are 180 degrees apart. So theta p1 and theta p2 will be 90 degrees apart. So values of theta p1 and theta p2, if they are substituted into your equation number 9.1, which is for the calculation of the transform normal stress is sigma x dash. If we are to obtain the required normal stresses, if you value of theta p1 and theta p2 in equation number 1 for the calculation of the transform normal stresses, you will get your values of principal stresses. You will get the values of principal stresses. You will get the values of principal stresses. Maximum normal stress, which will be your major principal stress, and minor normal stress will be your minor principal stress. Is this point clear? If you have any query, please ask me now. No questions? If no questions, then guys, we have to stop it here because I just have another class at 1 o'clock. Guys, please, when you have 1 hour lecture, please come in the class on time. You guys are not coming in the class on time, and you guys have taken 15 minutes to come to the class. So today, I will note down the students who were late, who came after what you say 12:15. And next time, if you will come late, your attendance will not be marked. So thank you very much for your time. Have a nice holidays and blessed Ramzan and Eid Mubarak to all of you. And I hope you will have good holidays and stay safe. Thank you very much for your time.